Hello again from my front porch, where it is a balmy 41 degrees here in Iowa today. Ooh, now that may sound cold to some of you, but trust me, here in Iowa, that's a big deal. Because not only is it 41 degrees in February in Iowa, but we got some of that, still that white stuff on the ground, and it's warm enough now that it's melting away some of that white stuff from places like sidewalks and driveways and streets, and yay, get rid of that. In fact, it's even warm enough that it's here, I'll show you. It's starting to melt some of it away even just from the yard area. So that's really awesome. I was gonna say it's really cool, but no, obviously it's really warm. But still, sorry, the dad humor just comes out sometimes. I just can't help it. But seriously, the temperature is really awesome today. Unfortunately, it won't stay this way. The temperature's gonna go back down, and we'll get more snow. But that's a good thing actually, because for the not for me, who doesn't really care for the snow anymore, but for people like the farmers and all, they need that snow. They need that stuff coming down during the year so that they're able to the snow builds up and then it melts and soaks into the ground, so it gets the ground all ready and for planting when the farming time comes around. And we kind of need the farmers to be able to plant. so to that, I understand what's going on. So anyway, that's today. Sadly, I won't be able to get out and do much in this nice balmy 40-degree day, because I am otherwise occupied doing laundry. Woohoo! I do have an errand or two that I have to run out and do. So maybe I'll next load I get started with laundry, I'll then sneak away quick to go do that, and and maybe wear my Hawaiian shirt and stuff. Be like, yeah. Excuse me. All right, so you may be able to tell my voice is a little bit off, and I got the little frog thing going there. It's because I sort of overused it here recently in the last couple of nights. The Friday night, and I didn't even know that this was coming. I somehow I had missed it. It had been posted apparently to Facebook for a while, but somehow I was completely oblivious to it until like middle of Friday afternoon or late Friday afternoon. I saw someone commenting about it. It's like, and that is that my good friends over at Merle Hay Lanes, bowling alley here at the mall, not Merle Hay Mall, not far from my house, that they've started doing karaoke every other Friday night apparently, and so it's like, oh well, this was going to be their first night, their inaugural night of the karaoke, and I'm like, I love karaoke, I love Merle Hay Lanes. Need to go support them. So I went and had a great time. There wasn't a huge turnout, but there were several people participating. But it's first time. And when you think about places to go do karaoke, you don't always necessarily think, oh, I'll go to the bowling alley. And so it'll take a little time for that to catch on. But it was really fun, and they have a massive, they have like 28,000 songs, and so odds are if you want to sing it, they got it. So so you need to make plans to go out and do that. But I did that, and I was there for the whole time. It goes from 9 until midnight, I think it was, maybe 11. I don't remember. But no, I had to go to midnight because it was longer. It had to be longer than 2 hours. But anyway, I got to sing several, because again, there were several people in the lounge area where the karaoke is taking place. But of course, not all of them wanted to sing. Only a handful were willing to get up and sing. And so yours truly was able to get up and sing quite a bit, which so I'm okay with that. I like the singing. But one of the things, I've never had this happen before, but at Merle Hay Lanes, there were some people there, some that I didn't know, but they apparently knew me, that they had seen me performing the national anthem at events, at sporting events and things, and they recognized me. And so they got to talking to the general manager of the Merle Hay Lanes there, and we're telling him about this. They were talking about it, and he comes up to me and says, everybody wants you to sing the national anthem. They've heard you sing, and they think you're really good, and they like you to sing the national anthem. I'm like, what? It's karaoke. You don't do the national anthem at karaoke. And he's like, no, they love it. So far be it for me to turn down an opportunity to sing national anthem. So I did. It was a little surreal. I won't kid you. It's a little odd to be singing the national anthem at a karaoke event. But hey. So I did that. Sang several songs Friday night. And probably stayed longer than I should have singing songs, but stayed till they were closed down and complimented them. It was a great time, and I look forward to going back some other times. I doubt I'll be able to make it every time because of my work travel schedule and things, but I'll try to make it back frequently and check in on them. So that was Friday night. Well, then last night, Saturday night, I got to use the voice again because we had the 6th annual Valentine's Ball for the Filipino-American Society of Iowa, which I'm highly involved in. I'm now the vice president of the leadership team, and it's been quite an interesting story because I started with that group because they needed a national anthem singer. Oh, imagine that! That is for one of their Valentine events a few years ago, because they always do both the U.S. and Filipino national anthems prior to the beginning of any event that they do. They're very specific about doing that. Very, very proud of both the national heritages and bringing those together, merging those. It's one of the missions of the organization. And so, so they had me come to do national anthem, but they also found out I could sing other stuff too. And I'd say, would you sing some songs while people are dancing and stuff? I'm sure, I'd be happy to. So then it kind of snowballed from there because apparently they liked me, so they kept asking me to come back. And so then I'm increasingly doing things with them. I'm finding out they're really great people. It's only $20 to become an associate, which is term for being a member of the organization. And so I'm like, yeah, might as well join. It's a nice group, and they're very supportive of me. And so I joined, and then they're recruiting me to be involved on committees and blah, and now I'm vice president. But the interesting thing has been, as I've progressed through becoming more active and more involved, the opportunities for me to sing actually shrunk. That there were other people that were singing, and I was being tasked with other responsibilities, and I kind of missed the singing stuff. So this year for the Valentine event, for the Valentine Ball, I offered to sing, not necessarily up on the stage, but to sing while people were getting their food. Now, at the time that I did that, I wasn't even sure who was going to accompany me because I don't like have a girlfriend or something. And so I bought the ticket. I bought 2 tickets at the time, being supportive of the organization, sort of a little bit by faith that I'd have somebody to take. And I wound up asking my friend Kay to go with me. Kay went with me last year. Kay is really fantastic, amazing lady, and just a really dear friend. Means a great deal to me. She's the individual that, if you have watched the show regularly, you'll recall that was probably a couple of years ago now, that I had a serious car trouble. My Pacifica bellied up, and I wasn't sure if I was going to invest the money to fix it or just get rid of it and get a new car. And during about a month and a half that some of that discussion was going on, Kay loaned me her Tahoe to drive around, and said, here, you can use this and for a while. And so I was very gracious. There are a lot of people say they're your friend, but you find out who real friends are during a moment like that, when you have somebody who is willing to help you out in that way. And so that meant a lot. And another reason that Kay was a good companion to go with me is because she'd gone to the one last year, so she knew full well that going with me meant there might be some photos that we're together, there might be some dancing that we get to do together, but for most of the evening, we're probably not going to be very much together because Paul is going to be busy doing other stuff. Now, this year I don't think I was quite as busy, honestly, as last year, but I did get to sing a lot more because I had volunteered for one of the things. I was asked to sing the national anthem, did that at the beginning, but I also sang while everybody else it was buffet style dinner, wonderful. We had it at the Airport Holiday Inn here in Des Moines, which has this beautiful convention center facility built up, and they've got a fantastic kitchen that serves great food, expensive, but really good food. And they have asparagus. It's like bigger than my thumb. It's like just huge. It's like mutant asparagus, but it was tasty. It was good stuff. But still, so while everybody is going through the buffet line, getting their meal and loading up with their food, I had offered to stand off to the side by the DJ and just sing background music, not be in the spotlight on the stage, not be on the dance floor, not be like, hey, everybody look at Paul, he's singing. But no, everyone going to their stuff, and I'm just singing background music off to the side. And I did, various selections from, Sinatra and Dean Martin and, that kind of stuff. And because the evening too, there were later, but the evening had a 20s theme, like a Gatsby kind of thing. And so there are a lot of individuals, K included, that dressed up well for that period kind of theme. And so I wanted to make sure I don't have any 20s songs, but went old school with big band kind of songs to kind of make an attempt at being in that genre. And so still did that. But so I got to do about half an hour of songs. And I got some wonderful compliments from that, because there was one individual who was taking pictures, going around, and as he came around and he looked over in the direction where I was standing, again next to the DJ singing, and I'm actively singing at the time, so I couldn't respond. He just stops and he just looks at me and goes, "Oh, I thought it was recording." It's like, oh, well, thank you. It reminds me of down at the Iowa Wolves, the VP of operations, that when she schedules me to come in and sing national anthem for them, she'll call me up when they have trouble finding somebody else, and she'll say, "Hey, Paul, would you be available to come and sing national anthem for us?" And I'm generally always more than happy to go do that. And she says, that we love having you come in because you're better than a recording. It's like, well, okay, I'll take that as a compliment. In this case, it was a little bit of the reverse compliment, that somebody just assumed it was recording, which I assume means they thought it was really good. And then later, after I was all done and I'm making my way back around to my table, so I could actually get food for myself quick before they shut the thing down. I had people at some of the tables that were saying that they recognized it was my voice singing, but they didn't realize I was doing it live standing there. They thought that they were just playing my CD, because I have a CD, of course. But again, I'm very complimented. I felt very, very, very good that they were thinking that what they were hearing was good enough that it would have been even, a CD. There would have been a recording of anybody, let alone me, but, on a CD. So my eye is itchy for some reason. But so anyway, that was good. So I did national anthem. I did half an hour of these big band songs. And then later in the evening, when we recognize a sweetheart individual female, and then we recognize sweetheart couple. And when we do the couple, we asked them to do a couple's dance. And I sang for that as well. I sang the song, "The Very Thought of You." I didn't do it like Billie Holiday, mostly because nobody can do it like Billie Holiday. I mean, she is remarkable, but also because I can't do it like Billie Holiday. And if I tried, nobody would want to listen to it. It would not do her justice. So I sort of re-envision it, revise it a bit to customize it to myself. Still, I think it's well done. I think it sounds good the way that I've sort of retooled it. But still it's Paul version. But I sang that then while they did. So that's a lot of singing in one night. But that wasn't even the full extent of using my voice. We also, the scholarship program that the Filipino-American Society of Iowa has, one of the ways that we raise money is having an auction at this event. Now, last year, we did an auction of one large picture that was donated, and we auctioned that for, I think it was like $700, $800, somewhere in that range. And then the individual who won it, when he came up to get it, knowing that it was going to all the money went to the scholarship program, he came up and he said, "You know what, I'll just round it to $1,000. And we're like, "Oh, wow, thank you." And he said, "Well, I was willing to go up to $2,000, but you stopped the bidding." So, well, we kind of need other people to also be bidding in order to get it there. But his generosity was well received. So last year we actually got $1,000, though the actual auction generated $700, $800, somewhere in there. I don't remember the exact number. And so this year, we went slightly different. I had a couple of local artists that I knew. Jen Piper, who has the company Jen Zen Art, and Monique Johnson, both of whom are really fantastic artists. Monique I've known for many years, not as an artist, but just as a friend. I've known her for many years. Fabulous, wonderful lady. And Jen, I've actually got a couple of pieces of her art myself personally hanging in my living room that I'm very, very pleased with those. So both of them donated some beautiful works of art, and we were able to auction those. And with all of it combined, we again reached that between $70 and $100 amount. Now, unfortunately, we didn't have anybody that was like, I'll just give you the extra $200-$300 and round it up to $1,000. Darn. But still, we had a good respectable amount there, and the scholarship program has another event coming up in April at Merle Hay Lanes. And you'll be hearing more about that. And it will be a bowling, kind of a family-focused bowling tournament thing, fundraiser with potluck food, and karaoke. So it's funny how we circle right back to the beginning of this episode. And there'll be a little competition thing with the karaoke there too, just a for fun competition. There'll be some trophies though that we'll give away, but I won't be competing. Yours truly will again be the MC of that, so you don't have to worry about it. You're not competing against me, but I'll be encouraging you, and so they'll get a chance to raise more money for the scholarship program as well. But still, so last night, so Friday night, I literally sang all night, because I got a chance to sing several times because there was small population of people singing, and sang quite a wide variety of styles of songs. That was fun. I enjoyed doing that. And then last night, I got to sing national anthem, and I got to sing half an hour straight of big band songs, and then I sang for the couples dance, and in there I also did the auction stuff. And as an auctioneer, you have to have a very energetic, passionate vocals that you do. You use your voice quite a bit. Now I can't do the whole hey, I can't do like that. But instead it was more like, all right, I got 300, do I see 310, 310, come on, it's for the kids, 310, 310, tax deductible scholarship, 310, all right, 320, do I see 320, remember every dime goes to scholarship program, 320, 350, thank you, do I have 360, and then on like that until somebody would get it. So I did that. You have to have a lot of energy and a lot of voice to use, and so because of that now, it's a little bit worn. But I have to be careful. I have to get it back in good working order because Wednesday I'm back in D.C., Washington D.C., facilitating a training session. And so I got to have my voice for that, and I have plans for a special night of karaoke on Friday night, Valentine's night, and so I got to have my karaoke voice back for that too. Oh man, so much singing, so much karaoke. But so I've really, put my voice to use. Really, maximize my vocal skills. But it's good. It's good to keep those things fresh and young, I guess. But anyway, by now my laundry that I'd started probably is ready for me to go down and switch it. So I should stop my babbling, get back to taking care of my laundry, and get out before the temperature starts going back down. Because I think that 41 degrees that it was, I think that was the peak for the day, and I think it's supposed to start declining yet today. Iowa. All right, well, with that, I'll end my babbling, and I'll see y'all next time from my front porch.